let's try and dig deeper here and see if we can dig out some more information about this white. Because what happens if we write this now? B-A-I? Oh, it's the same boy, but here, oh, it's another character now. Do you see the difference? I think the difference is mainly this little thing here. What do you think? That is the 1. So we can write 1 here, and the bottom is just white. That's the white one. So 1 plus white. It's basically this one with the top thing on it. I want you to try and write yourself. I want you to actually write. What I'm doing now every time we see a new character is I'm trying to provide you with the best possible story to remember this character by. But in some cases that might not be the case, because in some cases you might need to tell yourself your own little story, like your own little joke, so that easier applies to you. However, I'll try to tell you my story here, but I want you to try to start thinking about what you can tell yourself when you say 1 and white. This time I'm going to help you out with the story, but try to remember in future in classes as well that every time you see the part, you see the other part, and then you know what it means, and then just try to put that down, try to put it in your head later, and build up a story, or just a little phrase to keep it in your mind. This, you saw that, was pronounced by, with the third tone now actually, by. Do you see the link now? Not just that they look alike, but that the pronunciation is actually alike as well. So we can figure out that this one is actually the sound part of it, the sound part. And then the top one, we don't really know what that means yet, but we'll see. What if there's 1 white of something amongst 100 of something else? Maybe that you see 100 normal tigers, but then all of a sudden you see 1 white tiger. Don't really know what a normal tiger is though, but imagine that you see 1 white tiger and you go, wow, that's very unique. You have to see 100 tigers maybe to see 1 in white. And that's where you get 100 from. And this then also means 100. Also, try and not forget that now by the time you see this, you try to write it down on the paper and write down a small little phrase, maybe 100 white tigers. Or I can tell you another story, like if I can defend myself later and say I'm not even close to a racist, I can still say 100 yellow people amongst 1 white person, and that might be China. You see 100 yellow people, and then all of a sudden you see a foreigner, and he's 1 white person. So it takes 100 small little Chinese people to see 1 big foreigner, and he's probably white as well. So let's recap and review a little bit. We started from drop, a very simple character. We added the sun, we came to white, and then we added a 1 on top of it, drawn something like this. First a 1, and then a drop, and then there, and now we just fill in the sun again. And that was the 100 then, this one, or this one, and it was pronounced by. And the sound part came from drop and sun, or just white.